Well, hey again, everyone. I want to give you guys a nice update here because things have been a little slower getting things out than I intended to. I was going to do the Superman movie review and everything, and I kind of decided to push it back a little, put a pause on it just a tad bit to do something else, a little bit of a tonal change towards Michael Mann's Collateral, which I'm working on right now in the editing process. But Superman is still intended to come by the end of the year here, so by the time we get to January, you will have it. So, working on the Collateral review edit right now. It's been a few days where I haven't had a lot of time, but I'll have plenty of time over the next several days to get that done. As well as seeing Star Wars The Last Jedi tomorrow night, which will be Thursday night. And so I'll be seeing that at 7 o'clock. And hopefully come home, shoot the review, and get things edited on Friday and get that released and get back to Collateral and keep going forward. So, not a lot of downtime for myself. If I'm doing downtime, that basically means maybe I didn't sleep well, I don't have the energy for it, or the case. So if there's downtime where I'm not getting things done, it's because for very good reasons. Because I've been working a lot of morning shifts. I'm not really a morning person, and so that kind of drains a lot out of me. But I was able to rebound a little bit last night after a little pep talk from a friend of mine to get things a little bit more. See where I can kind of improve things around here on the channel, and of course with the Patreon account, which thankfully everyone's rejoicing that Patreon repealed the intended service fee changes. They just announced that today, so I was doing little updates and little polishing and sprucing up on the Patreon page, and thankfully this dark cloud of doom or whatnot hovering over Patreon creators and everything got lifted up and the sky is cleared. So they made a nice statement about things. You can go off and hit up anyone's Twitter account that's a Patreon creator or whatnot, especially mine. I've done a whole bunch of retweets to make sure that the word gets out there for everyone that rescinded pledges for everyone else. I didn't have any impact on it, but the fact of the matter is a lot of people were rescinding pledges because these new service fee changes and whatnot, but thankfully they decided they're not going ahead with any of that. They're going to re-examine how they're going to do such things in the future, such as hopefully intending to work with the creators and all that type of stuff to find the best avenues to make any types of changes with this type of stuff in the future. So hopefully there's no retread of this in any time that we're ever going to see again. So hopefully people start to, everyone else will start to kind of re-examine things and go back and start re-support the creators that they had to jettison because of all this extra cost they're going to incur with all this type of stuff. It's past now, we don't have to go through it anymore, but like I was saying, there's a whole bunch of new stuff that I'm trying to do with the Patreon account. I reduced the pledge amount for the audio commentary, so it is only like, if you're going to go with the $3 pledge to get the Forever Cinematic reviews, it's just $1 extra beyond that. The pledge for the audio commentaries, to see those 2 days early in advance of going live on YouTube. Plus, you get the access to the database where you can get all the downloadable audio files to just throw it up on your mobile device and just listen to it whenever, instead of having to stream the video from YouTube and everything. You get that straight off of there, and perfect time for that because Steve, Trent, and myself record our commentary for Die Hard this week. So I can tell you it's the most raucous thing we've ever done, and having the three of us there's like almost non-stop talk for the entire damn thing, and it was fun as living hell. It was so excellent to just sit there and just have all three of us embrace this type of thing. And also because of the occasion, I did have to upgrade to the Blu-ray of Die Hard and everything. The reviews on the transfer and everything have not been fantastic about this release, with next year being the 30th anniversary. Hopefully Fox, depending on what happens with this 20th Century Fox Disney nonsense or whatnot, maybe we'll get a nice solid remaster of this and it'll look even better than it does, because there's some soft murky parts of the whole film that really deserves a higher detailed scan and remastering job done to it. But this Die Hard commentary, we're planning for it to go live on YouTube on Christmas Eve. So if you do have Patreon, if you do pledge to everything, you'll get to see that 2 days earlier. They're planning a little bit more buffer zone for your holiday experiences and whatnot, but whatever the case, December 24th, it will go live on YouTube, and we are going to promote the shit out of this because one of the best things we've done in the year plus time that we've done these commentaries. I think it's just like the absolute most fun thing we've done yet. So I can't speak enough about it, guys. When it comes around, you're absolutely gonna enormously love what we did. So so it's kind of like, as Steve says in the whole thing, it's kind of the greatest hits of everything we've done up to this point. So we hit everything. But moving on from a little bit of that, like I said, you know, hit up the Patreon if you're interested in getting some incentives, some early access to stuff. You can hit up the Patreon there, and I'm going to be working on a lot of other good stuff here coming up. Like I said, Collateral's coming up, Superman the movie's coming up, Last Jedi review is going to be hitting soon, and I'll be I've got things already tinkering in the head for January and everything. So definitely going to do some smaller scripted reviews for January. I've ordered some things that just shipped today. Is probably won't show up till maybe next week or whatnot, but plenty of time. I got several weeks before I get around to doing these things, but once I get more closer into doing that, I'll promote that type of stuff. But a few little extra discs I got. I mentioned previous one. My Black Friday pickups from Best Buy's website was Wonder Woman, and this is Wonder Woman. This is John Wick Chapter 2. I haven't watched either of them yet. I just haven't had any time worth of crap. But there were such good deals. This was $6.99. This was like $8.99. So, I mean, why not? And it was, again, free shipping from Best Buy's website on, it wasn't even Black Friday. It was like Thanksgiving morning I ordered these things. So, got that out of the way and free and clear from that. So, nice additions to the whole thing. And I was out looking for the Blu-ray of Die Hard. I eventually had to get it off of eBay, but I was going around disc replay shop and everything, and I found Dirty Rotten Scoundrels on Blu-ray because I've had the DVD for the longest time, and I've been wanting to get the Blu-ray. Just it's one of my favorite comedies. I saw this in the theater I think it was like '88. It's like 28 years ago, and it's still a fantastic film. If ever I come home and I am just run down and beat down, don't feel like good, don't very, very good, this throws on and it gets me every fucking time. It's fucking hilarious. I might end up doing a review of it, so you never know. I mean, I've been very sparse with the comedy type of stuff because it's a little bit harder to pin down and whatnot, or say any sort of interesting details about a comedy film, but I think I love the film so much, I definitely have to rewatch it now in HD and see if there's something there I can cull from that and everything. But directed by Frank Oz, who everyone knows is puppeteer and voice of Yoda, and he is fantastic. I just love this film. Frank Oz has done some interesting films. He did The Score with De Niro and Edward Norton and Marlon Brando, which is a fantastic thriller from like 2001, 2002. And he's done some interesting films overall. He's a good, solid director and everything. So, and this is a comedy, absolute classic and everything. So, I mean, if you've not seen Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, what are you waiting for? And obviously, since we just dropped the commentary for this, I did get, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but here's my Blu-ray of Cobra, because why not? I had the old crusty DVD version of it, and I think I was just looking to buy some things while my Amazon Prime subscription lasted. So, well, Cobra. And we watched it and we enjoyed it, and I had the volume of the film up too loud on the TV, so I had this war with YouTube, trying to keep editing it and trying to re-upload it, and gets hit with another strike. And every time I upload, it was like hit with a different thing. Like one company claimed some piece of audio that was part of a song that was done. It was weird. So I had to upload it, and finally I got it down, and now it's actually monetized now, because when I originally uploaded it was demonetized. So now after adjusting all the audio levels, apparently now it's safe for advertisers. So it's weird nonsense and everything, but it's up there now. Enjoy it. We enjoyed it. Strit and I working some Stallone stuff, so it's definitely not the last time we'll do Stallone, definitely, because we're big marks for Sylvester Stallone and everything, so there's plenty of stuff to work with. Rocky films, maybe some Rambo at some point, but Cliffhanger, Demolition Man, Tango and Cash, we'll mix it up as we go along. But Trent and I are definitely looking towards doing the first two Ghostbusters films, as I mentioned last time. We put that in pause so we could do Die Hard, and that kind of monopolize like all of Trent's time, running back and forth an hour in and out of the city for a whole weekend. So we put that in pause, and Steve is going to be going to Jamaica after the New Year, so we're hoping to get 2 more commentaries recorded at that time. Lethal Weapon 3 and Wes Craven's Shocker, which he got the Blu-ray for, and he lent it to me so I could refresh my mind about it, because it's been fucking like 14 years since I saw that film. So we'll definitely be doing that, hopefully, as long as schedules are amicable and everything, so agreeable. So that's going to happen, no doubt. And so that's basically what's going on in the near future here. Again, Trent, with his band Henny and everything, they're working on the final mixes and everything for their new album, their new like EP, whatnot. So gonna be working on that shortly to do the layout designs for the CD and the everything like that, to get all the text and the artwork put together in a package and get that sent off and have all that stuff released probably by January or whatnot. So that's gonna happen there. And a track that their guitarist Tim Wilkins was working on for me for my film The Fixer, which has been a long story and everything, but he was working on that, and he decided to also make his own version for the band and everything. So they've been working on an alternate version of that track for the album and everything, for the sort of instrumental track. So he was basically saying they're going to get that version finalized, and once the album's out there and behind them or whatnot, we'll focus directly on the mix and edit for the film itself. So a little bit later than we kind of intended for it to come out, but the film will definitely, once that is settled, will be released out into the public. A little bit of a different format, because this film's been going on post-production troubles for eons and everything, getting soundtrack and edits and all this type of stuff going on and everything. But we're actually intending to do like a big old DVD release or whatnot, but the market for that is really kind of fairly non-existent, and especially the way I wanted to do it with like a 2-disc set with special features and everything. It seems more likely that I'll do more VOD type of stuff for it, and especially end up after a little while put out a lot of the special extra stuff onto here, YouTube, probably Vimeo too, just have that out there as additional promotional materials. There's a number of deleted and alternate scenes for the film, so that's I remember a couple years ago when I was intending for the film to come to its final conclusion and everything, I did actually like shoot intros and whatnot for the DVD special features and whatnot for the deleted scenes, but obviously it's several years later now, and I'll definitely create brand new stuff for that, brand new intros and everything. So I'll definitely do a commentary track and everything for the film as well, so maybe I'll get Trent involved with that. He wasn't involved with the production of the film, but he's been so linked with the film for so long, contributing one of the original heavy tracks to the film and various other things, so I'd like to at least have someone else there. They kind of bounce off of a little bit for about 98 minutes or whatnot the film runs, so that'd be cool and everything, so we'll see how that works out. I definitely know I have a shit ton of information to dole out to people, so maybe I can do like a Michael Mann, William Friedkin thing where I just shoot off on my own and can just talk about it endlessly, just get a nice big glass of water so I don't parch myself, but it'll definitely work. It'll definitely work one way or another. So once it's all settled, you'll definitely know all about it, and it'll be released in various formats across their different platforms and whatnot. I'll figure out what exactly is going to happen when the time comes and everything. I get the package together. So that's a lot talking. But guys, thanks for sticking around here and doing all this fantastic stuff, commenting and liking and sharing things around. So much of the social media stuff has been hitting so much in the last several months. Can't thank you enough for that, and just the constant presence of everyone being here, supporting things going along. And if you're interested in all the Patreon exclusive early release stuff, all the type of stuff, just hit up the link below and see what's might interest you or whatnot. Even if you're just doing $1 a month, it just gets you something special and everything. I definitely post special information. You get early access, like 1-day early access to the new release reviews and the Blu-ray news stuff and all that type of stuff, so you get that a little bit earlier than everyone else does when it goes live. So definitely appreciate anything you guys are interested in, and just go back, and if you backed out from anyone on Patreon that you're supporting because of the new fee changes, definitely go back there and try to repledge to them, because now, like I said, the service fees have been rescinded. None of that's going to happen now. It's going to be just the same as it has been. So if you had to drop out because of those reasons, go back, check them out, and resupport those creators, because they're very much in need of that type of stuff. So it really hurt them, and it hurt a lot of people who wanted to support people. So the community's restructured back to where it was. You can say what you want about the platform, how they handle things, but let's just say the creators are of utmost importance in the situation. So guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around, liking, sharing, commenting, all that random stuff. So I'll be working on some fantastic stuff in the next couple of weeks, getting a nice charge of everything going forward. So less commentaries as we go along in the month. More reviews coming up soon. So guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.